If somebody comes to you and says, man, I got more work than I got hours. I got more to do than I got days in the week. Like them suggesting a day off seems like a crazy idea. Like, why in the world would I ever take a day off? Like, you don't understand. I've got more to do than I can do. Like, why would I get rid of hours that I'm putting towards that work? Why would I ever think about doing that? But the reason why we do that is because God says that you need rest. In fact, the way that we increase our capacity, the way that we increase our strength and we to handle the stress in our life is that we take time to rest our minds and we take time to rest our bodies. Like God is saying, like, you need a Sabbath rest. And for so many Americans, Sabbath rest, a day off, is a completely foreign concept. It's a completely foreign concept. My friend said this. He said, honestly, Pastor Bryan, I've never even thought about it. I've always been thinking about how I can work more, not about taking a day off. Like, I've never thought about it. And then he said, you know what? From now on, I'm going to say this. From now on, Sunday is my day off. I'm going to make it to where it's my day of rest. So I'm not going to answer emails. I'm not going to respond to text messages that involve work. I'm not going to answer phone calls. I'm not going to catch up on paperwork. Can I tell you that Sabbath rest is not an hour a week? And some of you are like, hurry up, preach, preacher. I got to get out of here and get lunch, and then I got to drop the family off at the house so I can catch up on paperwork. And you wonder why you're stressed. It's because you're going against the principles of God. You need to be like Chick-fil-A, closed on Sunday. Come on, y'all remember back in the day, we didn't used to have phones in our pockets. And it was a much simpler time. Remember, we used to have phones on the walls with long cords, and people would call and an answer machine would pick up. Hey, if you're there, pick up. Come on, I'm just talking to old people. Hey, I'm trying to call you. Hey, Tony, you there? You there, Tony? Hey, pick up. Oh, hey, Tony. Yo, Tony, if you're there, pick. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because why? We knew boundaries. Now then, people can get a hold of you, text message. They expect to get a hold of you 24/7. Like I can send you a Facebook message. I can text message you. I can email you. I can make you a phone call. Like I can get a hold of you some way in some form. And I'm just telling you that maybe if what we're doing isn't working, we need to change what we're doing. Some of you, the greatest way that you could strengthen yourself is by just learning to rest, learning to take a day off. God thought rest was so important that it didn't just make the top 10, it made us top 4. In fact, the fourth commandment is you shall take a Sabbath. Like you're supposed to Sabbath. You're supposed to take a day off. You need a day of rest. And some of you are like, man, I would never think about cheating on my wife. I would never think about stealing from anybody. I would never think about murdering. Well, maybe I've thought about murdering, but not really think about it, you know. But some of you don't think twice about breaking the commandment, and you break the commandment of Sabbath every single week. You don't rest ever. You always answer emails. You always answer text messages. You're always available by phone. And you wonder, why am I always stressed out? You're redlining and you keep saying, well, it's just a busy season. Can I just tell you, friend, seasons don't last for decades. And the truth is that you're not in a busy season. You've created a busy life. For some of you, the greatest thing that you could do is learn to take a day of rest. And I just want to say this, Sabbath is not a day where you sit around on a couch and don't do anything. Sabbath is a day where you cease from your work. So however I make money, however I earn a living, that's what I cease to do on that day. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to rest on this day. That doesn't mean I'm just going to sit around and eat Cheetos all day and lick the dust off my fingers. Come on. It means this, that I'm going to cease from the work of my hands. So however I make a living, for Crystal and I, our Sabbath is on Monday. I'm not going to answer emails. I'm not going to answer text messages. I get people that get offended at me because I won't text them back and I won't call them back. I'm just telling you right now that it's my day off. It's my day of rest. I will work Tuesday through Sunday, but I will not work on Monday. It's my day off. And some of you, it's Sunday. You come to church, you get fed, you lift up God, you serve others, you eat with your family, you watch some football. Come on. Go Cowboys. Here we go again, go Cowboys. This is our year. You stand in faith and believe God for the Cowboys. Again, it's not an hour a week. You probably heard, I got to do this quickly, but I feel like this is important. You probably heard I just feel some pushback. Well, Pastor, you don't understand. I've got stuff to do. I've got things to do. I can't do this. It sounds nice on paper. Sounds nice for you preaching it, but I'm telling you right now, I'm too busy. I can't do it. I'm just telling you. You've heard the story of the two guys that were loggers, and a young one and an older one. And the young one went out. They had a bet on who could cut down the most trees that day. And the young one went out and went to work, and man, he was making progress. The old man took time to sharpen his axe. And by the end of the day, the old man ended up beating the young man by a long shot because he took time to sharpen his axe. Can I tell you this, friend? Don't look at a day off as a waste of time. Look a day off as sharpening your axe.